Have you ever opened your banking app near the end of the month and wondered where did all my money go? I ask myself that question almost every month. The strange part was that I wasn't buying luxury cars, taking expensive vacations, or going on huge shopping sprees. I thought I was being responsible with money, yet somehow my savings barely grew. No matter how hard I tried, my paycheck always seemed to disappear before the next one arrived. That's when I discovered a budgeting method that millions of people swear by, the 50-30-20 budget rule. It sounded almost too simple to work. Spend 50% of your income on needs, 30% on wants, and save the remaining 20%. Honestly, I thought I already knew how the experiment would end. I figured I'd save a little money and move on with my life. But after following this rule for 30 straight days, I realized I had been completely wrong. What I discovered wasn't just about my bank account, it completely changed the way I thought about money. And the biggest surprise came from something I never expected. On the first day of the challenge, I sat down with a notebook and listed every dollar I earned and every expense I had. Rent, groceries, transportation, insurance, internet, and utility bills all went into the needs category. Then I added everything else: coffee, streaming subscriptions, eating out, shopping, and entertainment to the wants category. Whatever remained would go directly into savings. On paper, the system looked incredibly easy, but as I started organizing my expenses, something made me feel uncomfortable. Many of the things I had always called needs weren't actually necessities at all. They were simply habits I had repeated for so long that they felt essential. That realization alone completely changed my perspective. I hadn't even finished the first day, yet I was already questioning years of spending habits. Then another thought crossed my mind. If I had misunderstood something this basic, what else was I getting wrong? By the end of the first week, I had my answer, and trust me, it wasn't what I expected. Throughout the first week, I tracked every single purchase I made, every cup of coffee, every snack from the convenience store, every online order, and every subscription payment went into my expense tracker. At first, recording every purchase felt like a chore, but after a few days it became almost addictive. For the first time in my life, I could clearly see where my money was actually going instead of guessing. That's when I noticed a pattern that shocked me. Every time I felt stressed, I spent money. Whenever I got bored, I found myself scrolling through shopping apps. Even when I wasn't planning to buy anything, I somehow managed to convince myself that I needed something. My spending wasn't based on logic, it was driven by emotion. And that's exactly how most people lose money. It isn't because of one joint purchase. It's because of dozens of tiny decisions they barely remember making. Those small purchases quietly add up until hundreds of dollars disappear without ever feeling significant. But week 1 was only the beginning. The real challenge didn't start until week 2, when saying no became much harder than tracking my expenses.